this tutorial. My name is Bhatti, and in this tutorial we are going to learn PHP. And first of all, this tutorial is going to be a beginner friendly. If you don't have any kind of previous experience with any kind of programming languages, just don't worry, because we will learn everything from scratch and we will take it to the advanced level. And at the end of this video tutorial, we will work on some projects and we will implement everything that we are going to learn in this series, in this episodes, and we will implement those logics. So first of all, PHP. First of all, what is PHP? PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. It is a hypertext preprocessor. Initially, in the beginning, it was known as a personal home page. PHP is a server-side scripting language. What do you mean by server-side? It means that it runs on the server. It runs on the server. We are just on our laptop, or we are using mobile or system. We are just making a request to the server, and the server at the server side, the PHP script is run. It is used to create dynamic web pages. PHP is used to create dynamic web pages, and it is an open source. It means that it is freely available. You don't have to buy any kind of license or any kind of you don't have to purchase any kind of right to use it. You can simply download it from the internet, and I will show you how you can download and use it. And you can simply use in your project. You can develop any kind of web-based application, and it is interpreted an object-oriented scripting language, and that's executed at the server side. And the PHP most often used for the web development, for developing the website, different kind of websites, but so many complicated websites can be designed by PHP. It's so powerful tool, and it is used to develop web application that executes on the server and generate the dynamic pages. And what is client? And now we will learn some client and the server model before moving to the next topic. Because, for example, we are using our system, mobile, laptop. We are client. We are one unit, and we are client, and this is the server. When we make any kind of request, for example, we open our browser and we type any kind of URL, and our request goes to the internet, and from the internet to the server, and everything that is managed or controlled on the server is used by PHP. It will be done by PHP. For example, I'm going to open my browser. Let me open my browser. So I'm going to simply type www.google.com. You can see that we are simply typing in our browser www.google.com, and the request is going to the server, and the server will respond back by generating necessary HTML or CSS code, and that will be run on our client side, on our browser, and we will see this kind of page or any kind of page. You will request any kind, you can make any kind of request, and you will receive HTML and CSS For example, JavaScript, it runs on the client side, on our browser. Everything is controlled. Everything that we do on our browser side is controlled by JavaScript. So everything that is controlled on the server side, that is happened using PHP. So that's why it is so many times I'm mentioning, saying that it runs on the server side. It runs on the server side. So that I mean to say. So why to learn PHP? Because before starting our tutorial, there should be so many reasons so that we can know that why you should learn PHP. Because it is faster than any other scripting language. For example, there are so many other scripting languages, for example ASP, DSP, but it is faster than those scripting languages. And it is used to create dynamic content of the websites. PHP can be embedded into HTML. You can simply embed your piece of code, your PHP code into the HTML form, and you can develop any kind of website or any web application. PHP is an object-oriented language, and it is an open source. I already mentioned you that it is freely available. You don't need to worry about that paying any kind of money, and it's very simple. PHP is very simple and easy to learn. You can simply learn it. You can simply start it. And another thing is that is security. PHP provides so many functionality, so many functions, packages. By using those functions in your website, we can make our website, we can make our web-based application more secure, and we can prevent the hackers or intruders or unauthorized persons to access our data on our website. Cross-platform compatibility. It means that every kind of the product we are going to develop in the PHP will be compatible with the Windows, Linux, or Mac. It will run any kind of operating system, and another thing is that it works with different type of servers. For example, we use some kind of servers, Apache IIS. It is compatible with those kind of servers. There are so many uses of PHP in the web development. By using the PHP, you can use you can develop content management system. For example, WordPress is one of the most popular content management system, and by using the WordPress, we can develop any kind of website. The thing is, website we can develop a different type of website. And file storage system, we can develop a file storage system, that is used to controlling the user access and providing the authority to access your storage. Web-based softwares, we can design e-commerce website. For example, Amazon.com, it's a type of e-commerce website, and we can design such kind of complicated website using PHP. And mail server, there are so many websites. I'm going to show you example, and by knowing the names of knowing the name of those websites, you can imagine the power of PHP. For example, the Facebook, it was developed in PHP. Developed by PHP. And Yahoo, WordPress, MailChimp. There are so many websites. Yahoo, WordPress is the content management system. By using this WordPress, we can manage the content of the website, and we can make any kind of website. MailChimp, Wikipedia, Flipkart. So you can imagine these are the giants, giant stack, how they are using PHP on their websites, on their systems. Before learning to the PHP, we must have the prior knowledge. First of all, we can talk about that. First of all, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We have to cover the fundamentals of these languages, because when we will be working on the server side, we will have to deal with the HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript. So you don't need to dive into the depth. You can simply cover the fundamentals of these languages, and then you can move on to the PHP. I'm assuming that you must have the little bit understanding of these languages, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And to learn the PHP, what kind of softwares you need to have. For example, first of all, text editor, and you can use Notepad. That is on your system. You can simply download Notepad++. It is freely available on the internet, and you can download Visual Studio. Second point is that web browser, and there are so many browsers on the internet. You may be using Firefox, Chrome, or any browser will work. Depending upon the operating system you have installed on your system, and we will install a local server on our system, so that we will be able to run our code on our system. Thank you so much for watching this video, and in this tutorial, in this series, we will learn everything from scratch to advanced level, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much.